Commanders fans, the Commanders have made their selection at number 36 overall, number 50 overall, and number 53 overall. Let's start with 36 because this is the pick that got a lot of Commanders fans a bit mad, including myself at first, upset, but after some thought of it, I do get it. All right, so we drafted, and the draft's still going on in the background, so I'm still kind of watching it if y'all hear stuff in the background, but and we're picking, I'm pretty sure we have 7 picks to go until our pick. But we drafted Johnny Newton, aka Jerzon Newton, defensive tackle out of Illinois at 36 overall. I'm like, why did we draft him? We don't need a defensive tackle. And the Falcons actually traded up ahead of us to take a defensive tackle. However, it was not Johnny Newton. I was pretty surprised by that because they do need a defensive tackle, but it was not Johnny Newton. They reached on some defensive tackle from, I think it was Texas or something like that. I don't know. That was a pretty bad pick by the Falcons. But we took Johnny Newton. I don't think this is a bad pick. I don't hate the pick. I just feel like, with Kool-Aid McKinstry there, with A.D. Mitchell there, and by the way, they're gone. A.D. Mitchell went to the Colts at 52, which is insane. And then Kool-Aid went to the Saints at 41, which is also crazy. But I don't hate this. Literally, on PFF, Johnny Newton, he was the 11th overall ranked player on PFF's big board. And to get him at 36, he was supposed to go in the first round. So to get him at 36 is incredible value. Adam Peters and company, they are literally building through the draft. They are taking best player available, and I know need a tackle. Patrick Paul is gone too, so at this point our only option left is Kingsley Suamataia. We could take him at 67. I feel like he falls there, hopefully, because he's really our only tackle left. Really, we also have Kieran Amy Gottaje left. The Lions just took Ennis Rakestraw Jr. That was a guy we probably could have been targeting as well at cornerback, but we did take a cornerback. We'll be talking about him later, but I like this Johnny. I don't hate the Johnny Newton pick. I'll probably give it a B minus. Like I said, we didn't need a defensive tackle, but I get it. Jonathan Allen, I don't think he has any more guaranteed money left on his contract, so there's that. And also, we could play the 3 technique. We could play the 3-4, run 3 defensive tackles out there, and we can substitute Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, and on like third, second downs, bring in Jerzon Newton, and would still be very impactful. So we just got one of the best players, a first round prospect in the second round. I can't be mad at that. Like I said, would have taken like A.D. Mitchell or Kool-Aid McKinstry, but I'm definitely not mad at Johnny Newton at all. He's very productive this past season, had 7.5 sacks, 52 total tackles, 8.5 TFLs, 2 PBUs, and 1 forced fumble. So this guy is an absolute force, and I'm not mad at all that we took him. Would have went somewhere else, but I get the pick. We are drafting for BPA in this draft. All right, and then we made a trade, all right, with the Eagles at number 40 overall. We traded back from number 40 overall. The Eagles traded up to get Cooper DeJean. That kind of, disappointed me a little bit that we traded for the Eagles and we let them get Cooper DeJean. That does suck because Cooper DeJean, he's a really good prospect. He's like the Swiss Army knife of a defense, so he's going to be really good for the Eagles. The Eagles got Quinion Mitchell in the first round, and now they're getting Cooper DeJean. But we gave up, if I can remember rightly, we gave up 78, which is our third round pick, as well as 152, which is our fifth round pick. And then the Eagles gave up 50, 53, and I'm pretty sure 181, which is their sixth round pick. So that's a pretty even trade right there. But we did get both of their second round picks, and we used one of them, the first one, on Michigan cornerback Mike Sainristill at number 50 overall. This guy is an absolute beast. He's a ball hawk. He is 5'9", 182 pounds, so he's a small guy. He works in the nickel and the slot, but he also did some work on the outside. This guy this is a perfect fit so far. Like, this is a very good pick for us, in my opinion. This just confirms to me, though, that Quan Martin, we're going to put him at safety, maybe free safety, Jeremy Chin at strong safety. This just confirms to me that because with, us drafting Mike Sainristill, we're probably going to put him in the slot, nickel, so we're going to probably be using Quan Martin more at safety. But I really like this pick. First of all, 6 interceptions this past season at Michigan. Absolute ball hog. That is insane. Also had a sack, 4 TFLs, 6 PBUs, and 44 tackles. In 2022, he had 58 tackles, 6.5 TFLs, 2 sacks, 1 interception, 7 pass breakups. So this guy is really solid. Want to check what PFF had him graded real quick before I move on from him. But this guy, man, he really good. He ran a 4.47 at the combine. So I thought he was going to run a little bit faster, but that's still not too bad at all. He had an 81.4 PFF grade. this past season. That's pretty good, and it allowed only a 71.8 passer rating as well. So this guy, he's really freaking good. I give this grade like a B plus. I give the Johnny Newton grade a B minus. This is probably my second favorite pick so far of the draft because this guy right here, he can be a stud for us, especially under Joe Wood Jr. and Dan Quinn. All right, and then with the 53rd overall selection, we selected tight end Ben Sinnott out of Kansas State. I said, like, in a couple of my videos in the past during the pre-draft process that I would not be surprised if he's the second tight end taken behind Brock Bowers. And what do you know? He is. And by us, this guy is a freak. I'm pretty sure he had like a 9.42 RES score. He absolutely dominated the combine, ran a 4.68 40-yard dash, had a 40-inch vertical, led all tight ends in the vertical, had a 10.6 broad jump, 3-cone was 6.82 seconds, and a 4.23 20-yard shuttle. This guy is really good. Ben Sinnott, let me read off a couple of his stats real quick. This past season, 2023, first team all Big 12 conference. He's actually, and even like Daniel Jeremiah, he comped into like George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk, because he was used also as kind of like a fullback at Kansas State too. But he's a great pass catcher, great blocker. This guy can do it all. Led Kansas State with 676 receiving yards, as well as 6 touchdowns starting 12 games. That's incredible. This guy right here, he's really freaking good. I love him. This is probably my second favorite, well, probably my third favorite pick. Obviously, Jaden Daniels won. Love the Mike Sainristill pick. And this right here, love Ben Sinnott. I actually had us taking JT Sanders at 67 in my most realistic mock draft. But this pick right here, really freaking good. So, oh man, the Chiefs just took Kingsley Suamataia. That's the guy, dang, that's the guy I really wanted. I actually predicted that a second ago when I saw them trading up. But it's what it is with that. We've yet to address tackle. I feel like some tackles left. We got Christian Jones, Caden Wallace, Kieran Amy Gottaje. We could take him at 67, maybe 100. We shall see. But so far, the tackles, they're flying. No tackle. The Chiefs are the first team to take a tackle, I'm pretty sure, in the second round. So we'll see who we take at tackle at this point because, you know, it made sense as to why we didn't take one in the second round. I mean, all of them were bad, but it does suck that Patrick Paul, Roger Rosengarten, Kingsley Suamataia are now all off the board. So we shall see. But Ben Sinnott, I overall love the pick. So that is it for this video. I'll see you guys later breaking down the third round picks. And other than that, it's been King Sean.